Okay, good afternoon, my STE 7 class. So this afternoon, you will be learning about sectioning. Okay, so this part here is already orthographic views, and we were already done discussing this. We have already discussed this before, but this afternoon, we will discuss sectioning or making this section using TechDraw of FreeCAD. Okay, so before that, let's discuss first what is sectioning. Okay, sectioning is the process of showing the interior details of an object by imagining that part of it has been cut away by a plane. Okay, so again, it's the process of showing the interior, which means the inside details of an object by imagining that part of it has been cut. That is why later we will be using cutting plane line so that we can cut or make an imaginary cutting line and see what is inside the object. Okay, so this helps reveal hidden features that cannot be clearly shown using only exterior views or hidden lines. So sometimes it's not very clear when you look at the hidden lines. So we have to cut so that inside you will see the holes and you will see it clearly using hatch. Okay, so here are the key points. The cutting plane represents where the object is imagined to be lie. So in this case, you will see that this one, if you can still remember the different types of lines, this is a cutting plane line. It's just like the arrow is too thin. Maybe it needs a little adjustment, but this one is a cutting plane line. So this is where we cut so that we see what is really inside. Okay, the section view shows what the object looks like inside along that plane. So again, this one is what we call section view. So this is our final product for this afternoon, the section view. All right. And the cut surfaces are usually filled with hatching or section lines. So as you can observe here, there are diagonal lines which are thinner than the object line. That is what we call hatching or section line. These are thin, evenly spaced diagonal lines. And sectioning makes complex objects easier to understand and interpret. So looking at this section, we can see that if we cut this area, we understand that there is a hole here. And also in here, there's a hole or a hollow here, also this part and this part. Okay, the section part or the parts which have the hatching are the solid parts. Well, those areas without hatching are the areas that are hollow. Those are not solid areas. Okay, now let's proceed to how we are going to do that in FreeCAD. Right. The first step is you have to open your 3D model. Okay, so in my case, I already have here this one, the challenge 3. I know you already have, you also have this because this was our last activity. Okay, so this is the object that we are going to section later on. Okay, so the first part is, by default, this is part design. Okay, this is how it looks like. So you can turn it around. Okay, that's our object. Then later, in order to have a 2D view, orthographic views of this, pasted on page or a paper, that's our objective, we have to select or change the workbench from part design to TechDraw. Okay, so this one is already the TechDraw. The first step is we have to add a paper. Okay, you can actually click this one. This one is insert default page, or you can also click this one, which is insert page using template. Okay, let's try both so you will see the difference. Okay, by inserting a default page, you will have a blank page without border. So it's up to you if you're going to use this, but the standard is there must be border lines and there must be the area where you write your name and the title of this drawing. So let us click this insert page using template. Okay, so there are different templates that will be offered to you. We have A0, that is the size of the paper. So for us, because later we might be printing this on paper, we are going to select A4. Okay, so there are different A4 uh, templates. You can select one from those. And then let's try this one, minimal. A4 landscape, ISO 5457, minimal. These are standard templates used by different companies. So we can also utilize this. Click A4 landscape, ISO 5457, then open. Okay, so we also have this symbol right here, the name. Okay, you can change the name to sectioning or whatever because this is just practice exercise. Okay, let's have sectioning exercise. Okay, you can also write your name created by approved, my name, and then the date today. All right, so this is now our page where we are going to put our section. Okay, but of course, a section will only be understandable if you pair it with its corresponding orthographic view. Okay, so let's start. Let's go back to the 3D model. So we are now on page 2 because the page 1 is blank. Now we are going to use page 2. Okay, so to avoid confusion, we can close this page so we can focus on page 2. Okay, now you can actually see that here. Okay, never mind this page because this one is our final product. But since we are going to repeat it, notice that we have page 1 here and page 2. You can delete the page 1 by right clicking and then click delete. You can also delete this actually, but I don't want to delete that. Okay, so let's just minimize that so you will not see everything that is inside that page. Let's just focus on page page 2. Okay, you can actually rename this if you want to. Okay, exercise, sectioning exercise. All right, your paper is now ready. Now let's click the body because this is where we are going to copy the active view or the 3D view. Okay, so this one. Okay, so notice that this one is not the same with the same view as I have provided you as an example a while ago. So we can actually have this. And then make sure that you are in TechDraw. Okay, again, make sure that you are in TechDraw. Then you click this one, insert active view or 3D view. Okay, then put it inside the page that we have a while ago formatted, that is sectioning exercise. So click and then okay. Okay, then you will have to format this if you want. So if you want to crop, crop width, crop to height, then click no background or no solid background. So just this 3D object. You can click OK. Okay, now you will not see anything happening here, but if you click on the paper, you can see that the object is already here. Okay, this ActiveView 001 is visible here, but if we print this or save it as PDF, these are hidden. These are not visible. Okay, even these lines here that turns orange or turns green and black, the broken line or dash line, these are not visible to our actual page. Okay, now let's proceed to adding or inserting the different views. So technically, we only need the top view, but since it is always anchored to front view, we cannot remove the front view. If we want the top view, we should also paste here the front view. Okay, if we try to click this right away, an error message will appear that if you want to insert view from existing object, please select them before invoking this tool. So do not click it yet because it will not see what you really wanted to add. Okay, so that will appear if you do that. So let's go back here and then click the orthographic view. Okay, and front view. Okay, so since again, the front view by default is the anchor page. So it is the reference point of all the views. Okay, so now we can click this insert view and then add this to sectioning exercise. All right. Okay, so what happened? Again, let's go back. And then this one. Supposedly it will appear. Okay, let's change strategy. It doesn't work. So now let's proceed to another step. Let's go to model. Okay, then click the body. Okay, by the way, go back here first, then click the body so it will be selected. Okay, you can see that it's green. Okay, you select the body, it turns green. So it means it is selected. Now you are ready to click this one, insert view. Insert to the corresponding page. Okay, maybe you have another file name there as long as you are referring to the correct page. Okay, now here is the front view. Oh, all right. So notice that this is very large. So you can scale this one, customize the scale, and change this one to a higher value so it will become smaller. Okay, so 2 is enough. Now you have front view. You can also have, uh, as what I have said earlier, we are going to section it from the top view. So we need the top view. Let's see which is it. Okay, this one is the top view. Okay, so you will see which is the top view because if you hover your mouse here, there is a message or there is a label that will appear. This one is the bottom. This one is the front bottom right. This one is right, front top right, front top left, left, and then front bottom left. This one is the rear view. Okay, so again, we are going to draw our cutting plane line later here. So we divide the top view and see what is inside. That is our goal for today. So we only need these views, but for experiment purposes, if you want all the orthographic views, you can also click this one. Okay, not that one because that is front, bottom, left. Let's have this. Okay, the bottom. You can also click this left and then right. Okay. So again, you can move this from here to here. You can also move here from there, but you cannot move it up and down because it is anchored to the front view. Right? That means it's anchored, it's connected, it is linked, it is locked to the front view. Again, it is anchored to the front view. You cannot align it to the bottom. It's aligned to the front view. This one, you can also move it up and down, but you cannot move it sideways because again, it's anchored to the front view. The same with the bottom. So again, let's go back. We only need the top view and the front view. Okay, so we have now the necessary views. Okay, again, this is another fact when we use FreeCAD TechDraw. When we move the front view, everything moves. Okay, everything moves because this one is anchored to here. If it moves, then it also moves. All right, now let's click OK because we're done. Okay, notice that there is also a specific distance from front to top because we have that set up a while ago. But manually, we can move it there. But if we click anything here, it will go back to its correct position. So for it not to go back to that position, which is very uh, dikit to the front view, you can click lock. Okay, that way you cannot move it from top to the side, but you can still move it if you move the front because again, it follows this one. Okay, so now we can also notice that this appears when we click the view. These are the properties of this front view. You see that there is a label there, front 001, and it's not visible. But you can have the caption, which is visible. You can write front view. Okay, now this one is visible. And also this one, we can add a caption that is top view. All right. Now we can also add dimension. Okay, that's it. Okay, I don't want that to be just like that, but it's not obeying. Let's have this dimension first. Okay, that one, that one. Okay, okay, that's it. Okay, then we can also click this and this. Let's align it. Okay, the arrowheads are very thin. We can format that, but maybe let's set aside another day for that. Okay, but maybe in your FreeCAD, the arrowheads, look at that, my arrowheads are very thin because I explored that a while ago and maybe I set that to a very small value. Okay, again, you can change that to standard. All right. Okay, I think we have enough dimension. We can also add the dimension here. Just click the markers. These are called markers. And these are not also visible. Later, as we print, this will no longer be visible. These are only visible now as guide for us, but this will not appear on paper. Okay, we can also add the diameter dimension, but okay, that's it, an error. You have to click first the circle, and then the circle, not the inside of the circle, which is yellow. You have to click the circle, which is green, and insert diameter. Okay, so the diameter of the smaller circle is 120. Now let us see the diameter of the larger circle, that is mm, okay, 35. Okay, we can also have the diameter of this smaller circle. Notice that the biggest circle is not found here because it is supposed to be a hidden line just here. It's not appearing. Maybe it's the setting. The hidden line is not found. But if you add here the rear view or the bottom view, then you will see that there is also a very big circle here hidden below. Okay, enough with the dimension. Okay, now let's add the section. Okay, how do we add a section? This is the section tool, or the insert a simple or complex section. Okay, but first we have to click the view that you want to section, then click this one. Okay, then you will see that there are current view directions 1.00.00, then view direction as angle. You can click that. And then as for me, I would like to use this one because I want to cut this in the middle. What will happen if, okay, you can check this so you will see if you click the correct one. Okay, let's explore. What if I click this one? Okay, it's a different story because it's upside down. Okay, how about this one? Okay, it's cut here in the middle, so it's different. Okay, if we click this, okay, it's still here, but from the perspective, from another perspective at this side. So again, so these are not correct. I am going to use this one. So it will follow the correct orientation of the object. Okay, so we now have a section. Again, to see that, you have to click the live update here. Normally or by default, this is unchecked. But as for me, to make sure that I have the correct section, I click it live update. Okay, click OK. Then you can also scale this if you want. You can make it smaller, just like what I did a while ago, but I think this will be enough for now. You can add a caption. If you name this section 1, you can add the caption here, section 1. Okay, then it appears here. Again, these are visible, but inside this dashed box, the word here, section 001, top 001, front 001 are not visible when printed. So again, this is how you make your section. Okay, can we have a dimension for section? Yes, we can also add dimension for our section. Okay, just like this one. All right. Okay, we can add dimensions here. Okay, but actually it's almost the same with the front view. Okay, notice that the front view doesn't have the hidden lines shown. Okay, it's not visible, but here we can see that this is a hole, this one also is a hole, these are holes, and these are holes. All right, so that's all. Okay, so now for the review, this tool is to create or to insert view. Again, to use this, you have to click the body first, then click this one. We have also used this to insert active view. So what is inside your 3D model, the active view will be, it's like screenshot and then pasted on the page. We have also used this one to cut the plane. This one is insert a simple or complex section view. Okay, then this one we have not tried this yet. Okay, so again, we have 3 tools for today. This one is for section view, this one is for inserting view, and this one is for inserting active view. Now you can save the file as PDF. Okay, by the way, you can change your name by clicking this blue line. You can change the name here with your name. Okay, and maybe you can write also the name of your teacher here by clicking the blue line. All right. Okay, if you have questions, please comment your questions below and wait for my answers. Thank you and God bless.